Hey guys, welcome back to an all-new Cam's Corner. I'm officially settled in here in Boston and excited to bring you some new tips. This week, Gus and I are going to talk to you about the warm-up. The warm-up is honestly the most forgotten part of court tennis. Often we have 1 hour of court time booked, we show up right before our hour, we hop straight out on the court without really warming up. And this actually leads to a bunch of problems. One, it could definitely lead to injury because you're not getting the body warm before you go out on court. And two, often after you come off court, you tell me that the first set hasn't gone very well or that you didn't find your groove until later on in the match. And a lot of that is because your body's spending the first set or the first 20 minutes just warming up. There's an easy way to get around this though. A proper warm-up for court tennis that you can get done in just about 5-6 minutes. If you've come to one of my fast academies, you've heard about it before, and I'm going to run you through it today. It's something that anybody can do, and you can modify it to suit your needs as you see fit. What we're going to do is we're going to come out on court with our racket, and we're going to start off over here at the gallery wall, and we're going to go nice and simple with the racket in our playing hand, our dominant hand. Okay? We're just going to do 2 jogs to the main wall and back pedal backwards. Okay, we're just trying to get the blood flow going through our legs, through our arms. So 2 laps. When we get back, we're going to change. We're going to turn towards the net, and we're going to do a side shuffle this time. Side shuffle, across, touch the wall, and back. Now you can see I've got the racket up in the ready position at all times, and this is to help prepare me for that match as well. We're warming up the arm, getting our body used to holding this racket and being in that ready position. We're staying low on these moves, coming across. Now we're going to do what's called a karaoke. A karaoke is when we drop 1 foot behind and then in front, working on rotating our hips back and forth across. Okay, I started with my left leg this time, so now on the way back I'm going to start with my right leg. Notice I'm not trying to go super fast. I'm really focused on my hip rotation coming through. We're going to do 2 laps of this as well. Nice and easy, forcing those hips into rotation, back and forth, back and forth. Now, we're going to transition into high knees. We're going to try and get those knees nice and high, all the way to the main wall. On the way back, we're going to do butt kicks. Butt kicks, nice and easy. We'll do 1 more lap of these. Butt kicks on the way back. Okay, next exercise we're going to go into, so now that we've got the blood flow going, our body's feeling pretty warm, right? Starting to get the heart rate up, get blood down to the tougher areas, the feet. We need to get into our lunge position a bit more to activate our quads and our hips, really just our whole lower body. So we're going to come into a lunge position and we're going to rotate over our knee. Over our knee. Only go as deep as you can control. If going long with your stride and getting that knee all the way down is hard, shorten that lunge, right? Only go as far as you can control. Yet again, this isn't a contest. This is about getting your body nice and warm and ready to go. Now on the way back, we're going to do the opposite rotation. So we've been rotating over our knee. Now we're going to rotate away from our knee. So what that means is that we're going to step forward with that left leg and we're going to rotate outward. This is forcing our hip into an outward rotation. It's very different, okay? But yet again, what we're trying to do is get the entire muscle firing. Trying to get comfort and blood flow to the entire muscle. All right? So now we've done the front of our legs, but we still have to do our posterior a bit. So we're going to do, this time around, we're going to do some high kicks, alternating, trying to come across to our hands, across to our hands, and back. And if you've ever seen me play a match and seen me warm up ahead of time, you've seen this warm up. This isn't something that I'm just telling you to do. This is something that I practice myself. So now we've done a pretty good job of warming up that lower body. we spent maybe 3 minutes on it. It doesn't take much. 3 minutes of constant activity back and forth. But there's a major muscle group that we're forgetting about now. Okay, we've got this bit going, but we've forgotten about our arms, our wrists, our shoulders, those areas with this heavy racket, swinging it around that we need to warm up. So we're going to go through a couple exercises now to get those firing. The first one, racket and dominant hand again, is going to be small circles. While we're doing this, we got a slight bend in our knees, trying to activate our core at the same time. And we're going to slowly make these circles bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Here we go. Until we can go all the way around for 10. We're going to come back. I was going backwards, so now I'm going to go forwards. Same thing. Start with small circles and then slowly get bigger and bigger and bigger. Good. Until I can do 10 big circles. Okay. Now, to get our wrist, this is one of the most important ones. You come out here and start swinging this racket around without a warm-up, very good chance you could hurt your wrist, get tendonitis, any number of things. So there's a very easy way to sort that out. We're going to extend our arm straight, grip on the racket just above the grip, more on the handle. We're going to have a nice firm grip, and from this position, we're just going to rotate forwards from level 10 times, and then backwards from level 10 times. And you'll really feel the wrist start to fire here. You're going to feel a lot of blood flow coming to it, and that's exactly what we want. From there, we're going to come straight overhead. Same thing, tight grip on the racket, and we're going to do 10 rotations inward and 10 rotations outward. All right. All of these exercises are meant to get the body going. I'm sweating already. So now when I start this match, when I go out on court and I warm up and start that first set, I'm going to be much more likely to come out and playing my best tennis. I'm also going to have a lot less chance of getting injured because my body is now warm and firing. So please take this to heart. It takes 5 minutes to do, and I'd recommend you all do it before you play every time. Thanks.